Riley's parents had gone out for a weekend anniversary trip, leaving her home alone for the first time. She wasn't scared. She loved having the house to herself. That Friday evening, she curled up on the couch with her favorite blanket, scrolled on her phone, and binge-watched Netflix. Around 11:30 p.m., she heard a soft knock at the front door. She paused her show. Another knock, slow, deliberate. Then silence. She peeked through the peephole. No one. Thinking it was a prank, she went back to the couch. 10 minutes later, knock, knock, knock. Not from the front door, this time from the back sliding glass door. Now nervous, she tiptoed to the back, turned off the lights, and peered through the blinds. Still no one. Riley called her neighbor, Mrs. Kim, who lived 2 houses down. While they were on the phone, it happened again. Knock, knock, knock. From the garage door this time, the one connected to the kitchen. Terrified, Riley whispered, "Someone's circling the house." "Mrs." Kim told her to stay inside and call the police. When they arrived 10 minutes later, they found footprints in the fresh snow, leading around the house, but never away from it. The strangest part? There were no other footprints coming to the house, like the person had appeared out of nowhere. The police never caught anyone, and to this day, Riley never found out who was knocking or why they never tried to come in. But she swears, in those last minutes before the sirens came, she heard the knocking move up to the 2nd floor. Aaron had just moved into a countryside fixer-upper after his divorce, trying to reset life for himself and his 7-year-old daughter, who only visited on weekends. One quiet Thursday evening, he was home alone, working on his laptop when the landline rang. He rarely used it. He answered. No one spoke. He heard breathing. Then a voice, faint and raspy, said, "Check line 2. Aaron's phone didn't have a line 2. It was a single landline connection. Thinking it was a prank, he ignored it. But over the next few hours, the phone rang 3 more times. Each time, the same voice. Each time, the same instruction, check line 2. At 1:47 a.m., the phone rang again, but this time, when he picked up, it didn't speak. Instead, he heard himself, his own voice, recorded earlier that night, whispering things he never remembered saying. He's watching from the woods. Don't turn off the porch light. It knows you're alone. Freaked out, Aaron disconnected the phone entirely. Minutes later, his cell phone lit up. Unknown number. He didn't answer, but the voicemail left behind chilled his blood. It was his daughter's voice, crying, whispering, "Daddy, he's inside." He called her mother in a panic. His daughter was fast asleep in their city apartment. Safe, untouched, Aaron moved out within the week. But he still refuses to use landlines. And every so often, late at night, his cell phone lights up with a blocked number. He never answers. Emily rented a small flat above an old bakery while attending university. The flat was cozy, 1 bedroom, a narrow hallway, and a tiny kitchen. She liked it until winter came. That's when the hallway started to feel wrong. It was always colder than the rest of the flat. She tried space heaters, insulation, even had the landlord check the vents. Nothing helped. One December night, while pulling an all-nighter for exams, she heard something dragging across the hallway floor. Not footsteps, dragging, like bare feet sliding slowly across wood. She froze. It stopped. Then she heard a soft tap, 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 as if something was gently knocking on her bedroom door from the inside. She opened the door slowly. Nothing. She looked down the hallway. At the far end, just beyond the reach of the hallway light, stood a figure. Pale, motionless. No eyes, just hollow sockets, and a grin too wide to be human. It didn't move, didn't breathe, didn't blink. Terrified, Emily slammed the door shut and didn't sleep that night. The next morning, it was gone. She tried to tell herself it was a hallucination. Stress, lack of sleep, but it came back. Night after night, it appeared at the end of the hallway, inching closer. Always silent, always smiling, until one night, it was right outside her bedroom. She moved out the next day. Years later, the bakery owner confessed something he'd never told her before. A tenant had died there a decade earlier. Alone, collapsed in the hallway. Their body wasn't found for weeks. Their face, they said, was stuck in a grin.